Wow, wow, wow. Did you guys see the game last night? Let's talk about Manchester City versus Al Hilal. Forgive me if I look a little tired. All right, I went to sleep late. We're up. We're reviewing this. All right. This game was unbelievable. All right. And I don't even just mean just the result. If you didn't watch this game, dude, this game was a classic. This is like such a perfect example of like some of the best football to watch. It's so entertaining. If you haven't seen it, go watch the highlights. Incredible match. I seriously can't give it enough praises. It was an amazing watch. I thought it was phenomenal. But let's talk about the result. Al Hilal just knocked out Manchester City from the Club World Cup. This is groundbreaking. Like, this is unbelievable stuff. This is like fundamentally gonna shock the Prem and Saudi, all right? But there's some ways to look at this, and I kind of wanted to talk about a lot of ways to look at it. Oh, my lamp's off. Okay, let me turn my lamp off because it's like throwing me off and I hate it. Hold on. That's better. There's a couple of ways to look at this, all right? There's ways to look at it in the sense of like, is this a sign of Manchester City falling further, or is this Al Hilal improving? After Juventus versus Manchester City, I really was confident that Manchester City looked like they're clicking. They're figuring it out. It's going to take some time with the chemistry, but like the players they have are enough. Like they're there. This game basically showed to me, in my opinion, that it's not that Manchester City does have things to figure out. They do. Okay, I'm not going to argue anything differently, but I really don't think I can look at this game as like, wow, this is just Manchester City's downfall. I really don't think looking at this game as Manchester City's downfall is the best way to look at it, because yes, it's a bad result for them, but again, we kind of are in this moment for Manchester City where they need to figure it out, and a lot of people thought this was probably the path to like figuring it out. Unfortunately, I still think they're in a slump, but I think they just need time together. To be honest, I think these players just need some time to adjust. Would I worry about them in the Prem this upcoming season? I don't know if they're gonna win the Premier League. I wouldn't bet on that by any means, but I wouldn't get too reactionary saying like they wouldn't be top three. I think they'll be there pretty comfortably. The way I see this result is that Al Hilal are improving and they're finally considered this like serious team. Let's just be honest. MLS Saudi, don't even say that ever again. There is no world where these leagues are debatable in any capacity. Sorry, not sorry. I'm done with it. It's been put to bed. Ronaldo was right. All right. The MLS sucks, and the Saudi league might be up there in that conversation of like these might be one of the best teams in the world at some point, or one of the best leagues. I think they need to be more well-rounded, but their top teams, dude. I mean, yeah, you can look at it and say like 400 mil squad, whatever, but guys, they play like they care, and it's that simple. If you play like you care, it's apparent, right? If you're playing for money versus passion, it's very apparent. You can tell just by looking at how they play. Inzaghi has done some incredible work with this team in his very little time. I mean, the fact that he took, obviously Inter Milan to the final, they got whooped in that final. Immediately leaves, goes to Saudi, gets with Al Hilal, and he's putting up results against Man City. I mean, that's nuts. I really thought it was like Inzaghi's tactics against PSG wasn't working. Maybe that's just not that simple. Maybe it really wasn't that simple. Maybe it was a case of just the players weren't that good. I don't know. It's so bizarre because Al Hilal's performance was really dominant. Like they were good. If you're hearing anyone say, "Oh, it's a friendly, Manchester City didn't try," they're lying and they're coping. They put Rodri, Haaland. I mean, they were putting everyone they could, all right? Everyone played to win this game. No team here was like kind of involved, not. No. No. Don't listen to that. City wanted to win this bad, and they didn't. That's the crucial thing. This isn't a friendly, right? I was saying in the beginning of the Club World Cup, maybe it's not that serious. At this stage of the tournament, it's serious. It's 100% serious, and you can tell how the players are playing. That's how they feel. It's serious. I think Manchester City need work for sure. They need time. The chemistry, I honestly think it will build over time. To be honest with y'all, Cherokee is like one of the best players on Manchester City, and when you give him time with this squad and they like click with the chemistry, yo, this guy's good. This guy is really good. That goal by Phil Foden I thought was incredible. I thought that was like, okay, we're going to pens. Obviously, it kept going, but yeah, this to me looks more of an Al Hilal victory than a Man City loss. That's the best way to put it, in my opinion. Obviously, look at it however you want, glass half full, glass half empty type of thing. But I think this is just a great improvement for the Saudi League's reputation. People are going to definitely take it a lot more serious because they're kind of becoming undeniable. To knock out a Premier League team, like, you know what I mean? It's like, what are you going to say? There's not a lot of arguments you can make against them. They just played better than Manchester City. That's unbelievable. I was honestly under the impression after that Juventus and Manchester City game, I was under the impression that they were just going to play very consistently like that. And honestly, I don't even know if they didn't play well. That's the thing. I mean, Al Hilal was very defensive, like park the bus style. I get it, but I don't know, man. This team played. I don't want to say that City played bad either. That's what's like driving me crazy about this result. Neither teams were like off. Like, they were both really good. I think Al Hilal has proven, like, man, they are a team to be considered one of the better teams in the world right now, especially in this tournament. This was the best game in the Club World Cup, by the way, in my opinion, by a mile. Most entertaining. I couldn't believe what I was watching, and the result is unbelievable. Pep Guardiola's Manchester City is, I don't know. The only reason he's still around, I guess, is probably because, he's Pep. They're never going to fire Pep Guardiola. But I don't know. I wouldn't worry too much about the Premier League. But, like, as an overall team, I don't know. I'm thinking that if you give them time, they'll just click. Like, the chemistry just needs to build. But there's a very real possibility that they just don't click, right? And that would be a pretty big problem. Hot take. It's not about how bad they played. I think it's about how well Al Hilal played, right? That's the only way I can put this. Again, I think Al Hilal is going to get at least what? I mean, what are their matches? So they're going to be facing, they have to face Fluminense. I think Al Hilal can beat Fluminense. I think so. I'll talk a bit about Fluminense and Inter in a second. But overall, man, I have to be honest. Al Hilal put up an amazing performance. Guys, it's just so hard to discredit this or to say Saudi isn't a good league. Like, you don't make teams like this that stay this good if you're in a bad league. The MLS sucks. Like, it's over. It's over. I thought it was incredible what they did. 2 thumbs up from me from Al Hilal. Keep doing what you're doing. They were great. Simple as that. Inter and Fluminense, guys, I gotta be honest, I don't even recognize this Inter team anymore. It seems like after that final, they are all in their heads. I don't know what their problem is. I mean, Fluminense looked just so much better. It wasn't even about holding the ball all the time. Fluminense was very comfortable letting Inter hold the ball, and they would counter. Inter got how many chances? How many times did Lautaro Martinez hit the post? No idea. I think that Fluminense just deserved this win so much more than Inter. I wouldn't even, like, is there even an argument? Like, were people really like, oh, damn, Inter should have won that? Fluminense just played better. And whoever plays better wins. Straight up, Fluminense just knocks out Inter 2-0. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Inter. I think they got to figure stuff out. New coach, I get it. Especially with the stuff with the UCL final. I'm sure it's very heavy on their minds. But Inter's just not that team right now. It's probably going to take a long time before they, get back into rhythm or whatever. But Fluminense looked great. Thiago Silva, a great captain for Fluminense. I mean, he's like, what, 40? I mean, leading this team still? I mean, it's incredible to see, again, to be 40 years old as a center back, and you can see none, right, to the UCL finalists. There is something to say about that. Even if Inter's looking a little weak right now, there's something to say about that. But overall, it was a great day of football. I mean, I loved the games that we saw. I'm going to be watching Real Madrid versus Juventus today. Real Madrid versus Juventus, and then Dortmund versus Monterrey. There's going to be a video on this tomorrow. I'm just trying to keep up the pace. I'm fully committed to making these daily videos, guys. So if you guys do like daily football videos, like, subscribe, share this video. My Instagram and my TikTok are in the description down below. And I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys. Peace.